This is Need for Speed Rivals. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. At the time, this was gripping next-gen racing action, and now it's pretty aged. So what are we getting here? It's 1080p, 30 FPS, auto HDR, and believe it or not, this was really impressive, as I believe this was the first game that actually achieved 1080p parity at that start of the last generation, where the Xbox One was absolutely just having the hardest time in the world keeping up resolution-wise. Didn't have all the bells and the whistles that the PS4 version did, but you know, it was actually achieving that native resolution, which was, again, a pretty big deal at that point in time. So this is an interesting entry in the series, very hyper-stylized in terms of visuals. We've been sharing the same sort of engine technology EA was pushing all their studios to pursue and stuff at the time, and that's why it kind of has that very specific era visual aesthetic to it. So this one kind of had you doing a kind of a two setup scenario, kind of like the series really usually touches upon. One side, you know, you're doing the whole cop side. One side, you're doing the whole, I guess, thug street racing kind of side. The racer side. There you go. There's this whole weird opening when the game starts, and it's like, I'm a racer, you're not living on the edge like I am. And then it has like 10-20 minutes of weird forced tutorial things with these terrible videos. And you can't skip any of the cinematics or anything that are set up, and it's just like this really weird, awkward transition into getting you to being able to explore the open world. And it seems to be one kind of weird, I guess you would say, seamless sort of online experience to some degree too. Like up to 6 players, and yeah, it's intriguing because it seems like it's to a degree kind of an open world concept, but like it's also very specifically set. Yeah, I hate these. These are like ultra low. Kind of looks like the Microsoft Surface. Just like these really low bitrate kind of like cinematics and stuff, which is funny. Oh, I guess we gotta do a head-to-head. No, I want a head-to-head. Okay, I've driven off into the tree. Is my car dead? Or is it because I have to... Oh, we're racing. I see what happened. We loaded and we transitioned into a racing sequence. Got it. So anyways, the car models look okay. The world scale and stuff seems fine. For the time, it's not bad. I mean, I am a little surprised that there was no sort of FPS boost that was given to this one. A little disappointing, and honestly, I think with like a resolution bump up, this would actually look really clean, and I think the visual style would actually probably, you know, hold up decently well. Did you just shortcut me? Unbelievable. Time to unleash a little bit of that NOS. It doesn't, does it even tell you that you have NOS to use? Ooh! Looks like I'm not doing that head-to-head. Damn, that was a vicious death. I'm starting to think that this race is lost. I think it's because of the advanced shortcuts they used, and also the fact that I kind of collided with the wall and died. But don't worry, I got right back in the driver's seat and picked myself up. Because that's what true racing individuals do. Somehow I passed this guy. It's almost like this is a tutorial to make you feel like a victor.
You completed your speed list. Time to head back to the hideout and bank your speed points. You can use the map.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get back to the hideout. So it's an open road, gritty environment.
Any event or other player.
Challenges, risks, consequences, everything in this game. It's got it all. Enter a hideout. Okay. Looks like the hideout is this way. Can we, like, map quest this? Oh, we just gotta go along the coast. Anyways, it looks pretty large in terms of scale and everything like that. A lot going on. I feel like I've missed out on whole eras of, like, Need for Speed action, honestly. It's nice to be covering the most recent ones, though. I did, what was it? Hot Pursuit Remastered, Heat, Unbound. Kind of a very strange all-over-the-place era for this franchise, though, as well, which is... Yeah, and this is the whole Xbox One era for the series was weird because they, like, tried to reboot it. I think that's just what they keep trying to do with Need for Speed, is just, like, rebooting over and over again to try to find what works. Which, I guess, is a smart way to go about doing that sort of thing.
You finished your racer training.
Yeah.
Switch to a cop to know your rival. It's important to know how your rivals are thinking. Play the cop training now.
The cop training? I didn't even realize this was a training thing. I thought we were just jumping into the action. It's like, choose your side. We are the police.
Police Department. This is one of many RCPD mobile command posts spread throughout the county.
No, that's
It's also
nice.
where you'll start your training.
Looking forward to it. You literally can't skip any of this stuff. You just have to accept it.
You will be able to choose from a constantly changing set of assignments that add different pursuit vehicles to your command post.
Bust a racer.
Inside your command post, you can choose your car.
Oh, and there's lots of car customization you can do too.
Choose your unit, and let's go out on patrol.
Whoa, there's no car customization for colors for the police? That's no fun.
This is your RCPD map of Redview County. Here you'll be able to see other cops.
I want to
See the events that
have a
help.
cool, colorful cop
It's
car to chase
also
people
where you
with.
choose the start location for your patrol. When you've completed your training, you'll be able to deploy to any command post.
Sounds good. Let's do it. If we could please just get into the action. I feel like a lot of this is just really unnecessary training.
You're ready for your first patrol. Displayed on the right is your assignment for today. Complete the
It is hilarious to see the Microsoft, because it's basically a Microsoft Surface. I think the bezel's a lot smaller nowadays. Lot smaller.
In the top left of your screen.
Oh, it's so jaggedy around the edges of these vehicles. So jaggedy. You just gave me a thing and you're giving me another tutorial. I just saw this. I literally just saw one like this. Okay. Ah, okay. The constant cat and mouse chase on these streets. Time penalty? Oh, come on. That very souped up police vehicle. This is actually how a lot of the cop cars nowadays look, is this ridiculous sort of overly scary military-like sort of presence. It's kind of sleek and cool to some degree, but like they honestly look terrifying out there on the road, at least where I live. We used to have more like traditional cars, and now they've got like this really weird like aesthetic to them that's just creepy. Not to mention all the ghost cars these days. Oh my, they're like every type of vehicle. It's like they're designed just to take tickets from you, basically. Not that I've had the issue, but it would be pretty annoying to get caught by like some kind of vehicle that's like hidden so well. Because you used to be able to notice, and nowadays they're not hidden at all, which is crazy. There's a lot that can change from the time span of this one releasing. Whoa! I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Racers can cross your path at any time in Redview County.
Oh, can they?
Pursuit. Press the button to turn on your lights, and the pursuit begins. If you hit a racer, or they hit you, the chase will also start.
Ooh. Start the pursuit.
To bust a racer, chase them down and hit them with your vehicle until they crash out. Or use pursuit tech to bring them down once it becomes available.
I want some pursuit tech. Just another day in the county seeing cops aggressively take out people driving their cars. But he's a racer, therefore he's a menace. Hey look, they got the back cam. What's that, the dash cam? On the back of the police car? That's kind of funny. This game was so ahead of its time. How am I not killing this thing? This is driving me crazy. You need to die. You've got like no health. I just have to bump you. Okay, now you're. Wow, that person is very likely going to die with that many hits. Does nobody think about this kind of stuff? Look, this person's dead. Their car just vanished into the air.
Congratulations. You completed your assignment.
Thank you.
Time to head back to the command post. You can use the map or easy drive in the top left of the screen.
Thanks, Microsoft Surface Lady, but I think I know how to drive.
Repair shop, any event, or other players.
That's great.
10-4, keep us advised.
Going along the country. I don't know why we're killing another car in the tutorial, but why not? Where did your need for speed take you, weird racing dude? I can't return to the command post when I've got to kill somebody that's just driving their car. They know they've been racing in the wrong neck of the woods. Like a shark here to kill.
All units, code 3 suspect detained. Return to previous duties.
There were no previous duties other than the thrill of killing people as a cop. I didn't see that coming. That's funny.
Speed trap just near to 1044. All nearby units move in and apprehend.
I can't. I'm here to get back to a command post, which I don't even know where it is. Seriously, where is this thing? I went so hard there, I went right through that pedestrian vehicle. I'm so sorry, but I'm a cop, so I can do whatever I want. Because I think this is like a fictionalized place in the States or something. Especially in this era, I could really do anything. Yeah, it's actually like a pretty responsive environment, too. Although I've seen much more impressive open world stuff at this point, but I would say for the era, I would have been pretty blown away by this. I would have been like, oh wow, they actually did it. It's all about time frame, right? You know? The map can be filtered to only show desired markers. Whoa! New car available.
You completed your training. Welcome to the RCPD. Now you can jump into Redview County.
Thank you.
Completed your training. Now pick a side and take the fight to your rivals.
It's fun to be a cop, but I'd rather be a guy driving on the edge. The thrilling need, the need for more speed than you could ever imagine. I've got a Top Gun out here. Signing into the EA servers? Well, good thing those still work. They don't seem to work very effectively. They're like, oh wow, somebody's playing this game for the first time after like a decade and a bit. Ugh, upload usage data. Why would you ever need that? Origin. I haven't had to think about Origin in a long time. I'm actually surprised the licensing and everything for this game is still fine. Blows my mind. Finding a game to join. Yeah, it's just all online server stuff, eh? Someday this game will just be lost to the wind. I wonder if these vehicles... No, they're licensed vehicles. Whenever this one's coming up towards its lifespan limit, this is a long time for this one to still be available. This is the shame about these highly online interconnected multiplayer games. Because like this literally, I don't think this would function at all without the online stuff. Chapter 1, Ignition.
Every man starts here.
Okay, it starts with me going. There's actually people playing in this game at this hour?
New way to experience Need for Speed. All Drive allows you, your friends, and other drivers to race and chase together seamlessly.
Seriously, this is remarkable that there's actually a server of people. I know it's not many people, but like,
Some will be cops.
this is actually just remarkable that this is wow.
On the map through Easy Drive.
I'm blown away by this.
Straight to a nearby event.
Yeah, this is so great, lad. Like I'm not an idiot. We've all seen a multiplayer open world like this. We don't need a. They really hold your hand for literally like a half hour or longer.
All Drive also allows you to
It's like you're a child that's never played a racing game or an open world game in your life.
together and look out for the All Drive message.
Are you an idiot? Here, let me help you.
Interact with your friends on the Need for Speed network. Download now to connect, compare, compete, and interact with your friends.
Yeah, this is so stupid.
Time to hit the road.
Time to hit the road. Really, it only took like 30-something minutes. Let's get into it. Any day now. Now it's gotta load? Shouldn't you have done the loading while I was watching the cinematic? 3 cops, 2 racing people? I take it that the racing is overpowered or something in those. Now we're free to hit the open world. Drive where we want to go. See what we want to see. I gotta say, the car models actually, like, they hold up pretty well. I mean, there's been a lot of technology improvements there, but you know, the car models actually do hold up decently. So it's kind of just like an island, open world, racing kind of game with competitive stuff. Makes sense. I could see how this could be fun for some folks. Everything is tracked and presented. I feel like this is just kind of an iterative thing over like the 360 era though, in regards to like the style of racing that this is. Heat level 2. That means it's on. So when do I get to race? Let's do it, AI. I wonder if the, you know, the gameplay loop of this would get old fast, depending on the scale of this world. I've seen larger worlds because I'm coming from the newer entries in the series, so.
Officer reporting visual on a racer and is in pursuit. Pursuing unit is code 3 and requesting support.
I mean, if they could take out the, you know, the other driver up there. Like, there's a lot of, like, effects going on in the screen, like particle effects and dust and things breaking and stuff. It's actually kind of impressive for its time. Bravo to the team for achieving this backup. I don't know if I'm going to be able to edge out this rider. You're supposed to go for him so I can win the race. Cop has left the pursuit. No! You win this time. You win this time.
I need help here. I'm losing the suspect. Over. All units in code 3 pursuit. Visual lost on suspect. Advise any contact.
So we know what the cops are saying to each other too? That's cool.
10-4 backup units have been
This looks like Battlefront.
the BTA. Over.
Such a frostbite aesthetic. And yeah, it's just super overly hyper stylized. It's fascinating.
Has evaded pursuit. All units be on the lookout.
I really do wonder what this would have felt like back then, though. To think there's been a few in this franchise since this release. It's kind of wild. Some people were playing this for the first time about a decade a bit ago. Oh, time sure flies by. Yes, it does. But one thing's certain, there's always gonna be a need for speed. At least I think so, I don't know. They keep trying this franchise. Works sometimes, sometimes it doesn't, I suppose.